Nobita used a projector to secretly watch Sunio's rented villa. It turned out this area was having a light rain. The two picked a target and entered the place. They saw water dripping everywhere around them. Buckets were placed all over the floor to catch the water. Sunio complained that his homework had gotten soaked. His mother had no choice but to open an umbrella beside him. She asked why he rented such a terrible place and was told it was the cheapest one around. Nobita and Doraemon laughed as they ran down the stairs. Then they called Sunio to ask about his homework. He stubbornly claimed it was cool and comfortable, but the next second he was exposed for staying in a leaking villa. Nobita became curious about how everyone else was doing. He saw John lying on the floor doing nothing, saying lazy people were not just like him. Even the usually hardworking Shizuka was eating popsicles and relaxing. Doraemon told Nobita not to lose focus. He only brought out the projector because Nobita promised to do homework. This guy agreed to start right away, but then immediately switched the scene to Dekasuji's house and shamelessly copied his homework from the side. Doraemon warned that he would take the machine back if Nobita kept scheming. Then he changed the scene to a park overseas. Many wild animals were moving around there. Nobita instantly lost all interest in doing homework. He only wanted to get close and see those cute animals. There was no way he could concentrate in this place. Doraemon changed the location again to a giant waterfall. The view was amazing, but the sound was extremely loud. Staying there too long made anyone feel dizzy. Nobita wanted to find somewhere quieter. The midnight forest only had a few insect sounds. Nobita felt like something would jump out from the darkness. He said the place was too creepy and scary. Doraemon helplessly returned to the room, saying both noisy and quiet places were impossible, and asked what kind of place he wanted. Nobita thought of a peaceful countryside setting, but the windmill on the house made him dizzy. The open grassland was covered in sunset light, but he said such a beautiful view was not suitable for homework. So Doraemon chose a place with no scenery at all. The desert only had sand and sky everywhere. Doraemon told Nobita to stop making excuses and start writing. Nobita scratched his head and said the emptiness made his thoughts wander. Doraemon turned around inside. Then he noticed a figure in the distance. The person was trembling and saying he needed water. Nobita realized something was wrong and rushed over, but the man was only a projection and could not see or touch the cup. Nobita could only call for help, but when they heard the location was the desert, they thought it was a prank and hung up. Only then did they think of using the anywhere door, but the doorknob would not turn. Doraemon searched everywhere but could not find the key. Using the bamboo copter would take more than 10 days. The man clearly could not last that long. Most of the gadgets in the pocket were useless. The two could only use the atmosphere band to cheer him on, but their encouragement could not reach the man, as the sun became hotter and hotter. He finally collapsed and could not get back up. Then they heard the sound of a helicopter behind them. A rescue helicopter had finally arrived. The two desperately waved their hands and shouted. Although it was useless, the helicopter had already spotted the man. After the rescue succeeded, it was time to return to homework, but Nobita was already lying on the ground, saying there was no place where he could concentrate. Seeing how lazy he was, Doraemon stopped going easy on him. The next second, Nobita obediently sat at his desk, because the teacher was standing right behind him.